Season 2 of the vlog starts today, everybody, and we're going to start as we mean to go on. Too lazy to get a tripod out of there, so I've just put the camera on top of the shed. Don't read anything into that. Everything else, production quality, top notch. I had hoped it would be a sunnier day to celebrate this with a sunny party, but apparently not. It's overcast and cloudy. Maybe ideal drone weather. Hello, I'm Kev and welcome to a brand new season of the vlog. Coming up later on in this video we have the YouTube starter kit giveaway. If that's something you're excited about, why not celebrate the start of the new season by popping a like on there to express your excitement. There's going to be lots of cool stuff that we're giving away today. In other news, I just properly crashed the drone for the first time. Don't tell Anna. But, I mean, it wasn't even a proper crash, it didn't even take off. It's because, I'm blaming Vodafone for this crash, because for whatever reason, my 5 gig of data that I have with Vodafone disappeared after about 5 days of this month. So I keep responding to the texts where they say, oh, do you want an extra gig of data for £6? Keep adding them on. It got to the point where my next bill is going to be ridiculous. I've got 8 gig of data on there now. I think it's going to be like 70 quid on my next bill, and I just thought, you know what, enough is enough. This renews in 5 days. I'm just going to turn data off. Didn't quite think things through about what impact that would have on the drone. I'm not even entirely sure it did have an impact on the drone, but crash the drone did. Got it all set up, turned it on, got it linked up with the controller and the phone. It all seemed to be working fine. The camera was broadcasting onto the image on the phone via the Wi-Fi, so I assumed everything was all right. Maybe didn't do all of the pre-flight checks that I'm supposed to do, and it basically took off. Rather than staying level in the sky the way it normally does, it normally goes to 3 feet off the ground and just stays level. It kind of just went up in the air, started drifting over towards, there's a fence over there, so it was drifting towards that. Luckily it didn't drift that way and end up in the river, and then it just turned over and smashed into the floor. We're blaming Vodafone. Quick inspection of all the kit. The propellers are all scuffed up on top. Luckily I have a spare set of propellers that came with it. I don't think there's any damage to the drone itself, so got it all set up again, reconnected it all, and that's when I managed to do the footage that you saw on the intro where it did properly go up. I paid another 6 quid for data, turned that on, we got the GPS working properly then, and I just sort of flew up and down along the river, up in the air. It was all very cool. The one problem is, if you're not really familiar with the area that you're flying a drone in, don't go too high or too far, because I flew, I don't know, not very far down there. You saw how far we went, depending on which bits I put in, and it got far enough away where I couldn't tell whether it was coming towards me or going away from me. I turned the camera so it was looking straight down, tried to get my bearings, couldn't work out where I was because I'm not used to seeing it from above. And I just kept edging further and further away from myself. There was a point where it was getting far enough away where I couldn't really see it properly. I'm pretty sure it was above the road, if not above the road, above the river. And I couldn't work out how to get it back to me. In the end, through a process of angling the camera down to sort of face straight on and lowering it down to not much taller than where I would be, which is risky when you think it might be above a road. I managed to work out which direction I was facing, get it back over the river, and then navigate it back to myself and sort of fly it round this tree and land up there. It was the most traumatic 10 minutes of droning I've had so far. A crash and an almost fly away. Welcome to season 2. On an almost related note, if anyone has any suggestions about where all my data's going, please let me know down in the comments how I either find out what's eating my data or what I should be checking to see what is eating it all, because apart from that 1 month last year when we were all playing Pokemon Go, 5 gig has always been plenty. I don't think I've been using data any more than usual this month. I have been to Comic-Con and I've been to Rezzed, but I've had months in the past where I've been to EGX, Play Expo and a Comic-Con and not use more than my 5 gigs. So I don't know, what might it be? I have no idea how to find that kind of thing out, but this is where you lot can help me, which in turn comes back round to help you, because I'm less likely to crash the drone, although that would probably make quite a funny video. As promised, to celebrate the launch of season 2 of the vlog, we've got the first of what will hopefully be many giveaways that we're going to have on the channel, and it's going to be this delightful little YouTube gaming starter pack thing. It doesn't involve my figures and my portal boxes, but it does involve all this really cool stuff. So some of it, I mean, it's all stuff I found in my garage, so some of it's used. I hope that's okay. This, for example, is used. This is a Logitech 1080p HD webcam. It's a good webcam. Anyone who's ever watched me stream on Twitch, this is the webcam that I always used to use for that. The only reason I'm giving it away is because I now have its big brother sat over there in a box. I didn't really need to upgrade, but I did anyway because I'm a ridiculous human being. So that goes into the starter library of YouTube-ness. Whoa, as long as I don't break it. So that's the first part of the prize. We also have the old capture card that I've used. This has only ever been used about 3 times. If you ever watched the MGP channel that I was part of maybe 2 years ago, this is what we used to capture the FIFA footage that we did for maybe 3 weeks on that channel. It's 1080p full HD capture card. If I whip it out of the box, I mean, it's still in excellent condition. There you go, that's what it looks like. Comes with the USB cable. You'll need a HDMI cable for it. It doesn't have room for one of those in the box, and it didn't come with one originally, so I've taken that and put it in my cable cupboard. But there is a capture card. There is also a professional light thing. Hold on a sec. It's one of these. I already have about 3 of these, so I certainly didn't need another one. You basically put it onto the thing on top of your camera and it lights up really bright, and it was what I used for the Football Manager stuff before I got the soft boxes. This is how I used to illuminate my face. So that one is my one, that will stay here. This one could be yours. And then lastly, I did contemplate giving you one of the used green screen, but I thought, no, you know what, I'm not that much of a monster. It's a little bit torn at the bottom, so you can have a brand new green screen, still sealed, and those 4 items become the prize. So to summarise, we have green screen, we have lamp to allow green screen to work, we have camera that, when paired with those 2, will allow you to use your game footage with a green screen on. And then lastly, we have a capture card so you can capture your console game footage. This is all the stuff you need apart from a microphone, but I assume you've got a headset or something. I did consider giving my headset away because I don't ever use it, but it's been on my ears and in my mouth. That's dirty. So buy your own headset if you win. But microphone aside, that's everything you need to be able to start streaming or producing YouTube gaming content off of consoles. And that is going to be the first Lelujo Vlogs giveaway. Right, competition is all set up now. It will be launching at 7 AM on Friday, so basically at the moment that this video releases. It will be all over social media. If you go onto my Twitter at Lelujo, you'll be able to find a link to it there. It'll be pinned to the top. It will appear somewhere on lelujo.fm, my website, as well. I'll try and set up a fancy link for it on there. I'm not quite sure how to do that though, so I'll have to figure that out. Your best bet though is to follow me on Twitter and have a look for it on there, or a link to the competition will be in the description to this video. So all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, which presumably you've already done. That gets you 1 entry, and then there's bonus entries available for subscribing to the gaming channel, for following me on Twitter, and for following me on Twitch, plus other ways to get bonus entries by sharing the competition out with your friends and all that stuff. Being really open and honest about this, a few of you have said, Kev, that's over £100 worth of stuff, why don't you just sell that? You've quit your job, you're doing this stuff full time soon, why on earth would you not try and scratch together as much money as you can? This is another one of those calculated gambles that I'm taking. I think long term the potential to bring in new people through this competition will be worth more to me than the £100 or so I could get for selling that stuff. So the purpose of the competition is to bring new subscribers in. It will be a subscriber to the channel who wins the competition though. That is the mandatory entry thing. So if you're already a subscriber, make sure you click the box to say that yes, you want to be part of the competition, which you can do by following the link in the description. And good luck to all of you. I hope whoever wins it does something awesome with it, because that will be really cool. While we're on the subject of competitions, make sure you let me know down in the comments as well. Firstly, if you entered the competition, and secondly, what competition or giveaway you would like to see me run next. I have a massive pile of stuff in a box over behind the camera there. There's Xbox games in there. There is some old Xbox 360 and Wii games, I think. There's baseball caps and t-shirts. There's various other bits of gaming merch. There's a Dreamcast. There's probably some other stuff that I've forgotten about as well. Let me know what you want me to give away next, and if you think there's a better way that we can do a giveaway as well. I've done it using the website that we looked at just then because that's the easy way to do it. That's the way I've done it before. But if there's a better way to do it, or if you've got an idea for a really fun way to give maybe the Dreamcast away, because it's a really dirty old Dreamcast that's really dusty. It's not a nice prize, it's just a cool thing to have. So perhaps that's not the one to drag new people into the channel with, but if you can think of a fun way to make sure one of you lot ends up winning that Dreamcast, then let me know about that down in the comments. Time-wise, we are now fast approaching 4 o'clock. I need to go in and start preparing some dinner. And I haven't washed up for like 4 days. It's been a really busy week, yet I feel like I've not really got anything done. I'm supposed to be launching the Lazy Students Guide YouTube channel tomorrow, and I haven't recorded the first video for it yet, so I'm going to try and get that done this evening. It's probably not going to happen though, so it might be that we launch that channel early next week and do the blog posts on a Friday, and maybe the videos come out early in the week, so we'll figure something out for that. I'm also very early days on editing together the best of the first 100 episodes, the best of the first season of the vlog. That'll hopefully hit the channel on Easter Sunday. That's what I'm hoping for at the moment. And I really need to carry on writing this book at some point as well. I tell you what, being a teacher, you always feel like you get loads and loads of holidays. We get 13 weeks of the year off. This week has flown by and I have got almost nothing done. This can't be how life is once we get to July and I'm doing this full time. I can't be disappearing off to London randomly on a whim, and I can't be wasting days clearing out the garage. For goodness sake, don't let me ever have to do that again. But we're going to wrap things up there because then I can get this one edited, and that's one thing off the to-do list. So I hope you have enjoyed this relaunch of the vlog, if you will, the start of season 2. Remember, we've got lots of awesome stuff coming up over the course of season 2 of the vlog. Between now and episode 200, which will be the end of this second season, which also coincides with my last day working as a teacher, so we've got the whole countdown to that running on. But we've also got London Comic Con, the MCM Comic Con. We're also going to try and go to the Heroes and Villains Comic Con as well, which is on the same weekend down in London. We've got Play Expo Blackpool, which is a new event that we've not been to before, plus all sorts of other stuff that will no doubt appear along the way. So we've got my birthday, Anna's birthday, youngest and middle Sproglet's birthdays. Oh, there's so much happening over the course of the next 3 months, and I hope you enjoy it as much as you enjoyed the first 100 episodes. If you have enjoyed today's video, please make sure you pop a like on there for me. With it being the new episode 1, the new video that we're going to be pointing people towards for the next 3 months, it would be really cool to get as many likes on this video as we possibly can. If you are new to the channel today, whether it's through the competition or through however else you might have got here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Have a look around. There's a best of Lelujo Vlogs playlist that you can start with, or a new to Lelujo Start Here playlist. There's lots of stuff you can do to get yourself bedded in, and you will definitely meet the rest of the family over the course of the next few days. And it's been a very Kev-centric episode today, but you know, we had lots to talk about. Is that it? Have I done all that stuff? Good. In that case, leaves me with nothing else to do but to thank you very much for watching.